Okay, so here I am in a school parking lot. Typical day, except I happen to make it here a little bit early. I'm here over 15 minutes early, and there are already over 20 cars. Over 20. I'm wondering just how early did some of these folks get here? I mean, do they not have a day job? Or, I don't know. So, this school parking thing, though, I tell you, some of these parents are off the rails crazy. I mean, it really is, it's rather concerning about what some of these kids are going home to. Just yesterday, I went to pull out of my drive, heading to the school, got plenty of room, pull on out. This crazy bitch comes along, and my gosh, we're coming up to a traffic light, but still, she had to get on the brakes a little bit earlier than what she planned on. So she's just laying on the horn, and I mean, we're in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. So, like, get a handle, sister. Well, I kid you not, we go pulling into the school. Of course, everybody lines up there because God forbid anybody go park in the parking lot like they're supposed to. This school does not have stop, drop, and go. It explicitly says it in the handbook. No stop, drop, and go. And so, of course, everybody's stacked up there like cordwood, and I go pulling around because I'm going to park. I'm not waiting to hit the curb. Everybody who parks does this. Nobody's coming, so I pull around, go park, and hop out, give my daughter a hug, away she goes. I start pulling out. This psycho, I kid you not, she has just dropped off her kid. She's staring out the window, just I mean, those jaws are just a-flapping. She's calling me every name in the book. I mean, she's lit. And next thing I know, she is just gunning it. She did not squeal the tires. But sister was gunning it out of the parking lot, let me tell you. By gum, she's winning this race. In a school parking lot. We're going to race in a school parking lot. Obviously, since I happen to be somebody who's an adult, I don't race in school parking lots, especially when people are dropping off or picking up children. So, I know my halo shines bright. But seriously, I don't know what is up with these people. I mean, now the school I'm at now, they have stop, drop, and go, and they actually have a pretty good system going. They have cones out, and they'll line the kids up at the cones. They go along to each car and ask who they're here to pick up, and you give them the name, they call it over, and the kid's up and ready at the curb. So it's pretty efficient, pretty orderly. I've got to hand it to them. They've got this figured out. But the intermediate school where the chick was racing me, I mean, it's crazy. They'll be stacked up in there 2 and 3 cars wide. They've gone and added extra lines into the parking lot along the curb where you cannot park. There's a few times I've gone along there and they actually had somebody out there enforcing it, saying you gotta move on out of here, you gotta go park or something, you cannot park here on the curb. But I think they've kind of just given up on a lot of that. I don't know, maybe there's some big wigs on the school board that are bitching and carrying on because they can't sit on the curb for 20 minutes, but anyway. But yeah, they're parked in there 2 or 3 wide. If you're not careful, you'll get caught, and I mean, you may not move for 5 minutes. So, stupidest thing ever. It's not even that big of a school. And then there's the high school where I dropped my daughter off for her art classes, and let me tell you, that is complete chaos. It is nothing unusual to get stuck in that parking lot in a line for 10 minutes. And I mean every bit of literal fucking 10 minutes. I've done it a couple of times now. I had to make some adjustments on when I drop her off, so now unfortunately I'm having to drop her off right at the same time school's letting out, and it's crazy. Crazy. But I tell you, they say, how children are raised and behave, how they do at school and all that. This starts at home. The teachers can't do all that. And I agree, teachers can't do all that. But honestly, the parents, the homes some of these kids are coming out of run by complete fools who cannot even follow a fucking student handbook will not do it. They can have people out there, whatever, they will not do it. Honestly, I don't know what people expect to happen with those kids, because they're going to grow up with that same attitude of entitlement. I can do whatever I want, wherever I want. Screw you. And it's crazy. So I'd be interested to know what experiences some of you have had. You'll have to let me know. School parking lots, I tell you, that's where you find out what kind of nutballs we've got raising kids in this country. Peace out. I hope you guys are following the rules and making life more pleasant for everybody. Let me know what your experiences are.